So, Ramblin Joe, how about you tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself and some of the things that you experienced? It seems like you've had quite a life.
Well, I got my start. I hopped my first train. It was, early 1900s, and the Dust Bowl just come through. We lost a family farm. Whatever money we had, we lost when the banks crashed, and now there were no jobs there in Oklahoma. So what? I just hopped a train. 12 years old. Hopped my first train. Couldn't get enough of it. It was great. So, I mean, it's just the freedom. Just being out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're out, so you've never been there. You've never done that. It's different. Life is different on the road.
Being out there on the road, that must have been dangerous. You had to have really come upon some hard times. Trying to get from place to place.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of, you got to always watch your back when you're on the road like that. When you ride the rails, there are people there that don't want you there. Man, the railroad bulls, they come after you with fiery vengeance, and there ain't nothing stopping them. Nothing holding them back. You either hightail out of there, you're gonna get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? They'll beat you. Got a couple good licks. One of them cut me right there with a razor. I don't know why the hell he had a razor, but in fact, he had one. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, it would get cold at night out west when I was going up through. It was Southern California in the desert. It's cold at night. It is icy cold. You gotta snuggle yourself up, man. You might not live through the night. You don't know when you're gonna wake up. When lights could go out at any second. So it was rough. It was a rough life, but it was worth it.
So, work was hard to find. Where did you stand on unionizing and coming together with your fellow workers for kinds of work that you were doing?
But when I got my first job, it was I'd rode up to, it was California. It was Northern California was where I got my first job working. I was a seasonal worker on a farm. Yeah, we grew all kinds of things. I mean, work was tough. All work was tough. The only work you could get was the hardest work there was. That was the only kind of work there was. But I was happy to have it. I worked for pennies a day, pennies a week. But and then what I would do is I would hop on a train towards the end of the growing season. My job would be done, and I would ride south with a little bit of change in my pocket, and I would find another job. Sometimes the weather, especially down south, was rough. And as a worker back then, all you really wanted was to unionize. That's all it really was. That's all you really had. They could protect you, But it was hard. It was a hard life, hard living.
So, did you always hop trains, or did you eventually find other ways to get around? As times changed, you must have found other avenues of getting around.
Hell, I was in my 20s, getting into my 30s, and the highways been paved. Boys coming back from the war, and trains were becoming obsolete. We had the automobile, and we had the jet planes, and hell, I couldn't afford a jet plane to save my life, so I picked up on hitchhiking. A buddy of mine showed me hitchhiking, and we hitchhiked all over the place, all the way from the northeast to the southwest, and we had a great time too. People were more trusting back then. They let you do just about anything. But jobs were still hard to come by at the time. Everybody coming home, looking for a job. Everybody at the same time. Hitchhiking it's a hard sport to play, let me tell you. You gotta walk. Hell, we walked most of the time. uphill both ways. And, hitchhiking was